What do you say, Rafik? You're not happy? What are we doing to your girls, boy?
Question that was asked, why are you contracepting your lions? And the simple answer is we don't want to breed because we know that the only real market for surplus lions in this country at this point in time is the canned hunting industry, and we stand vehemently against that. So the best way to stop that from happening is just simply don't breed. Okay, so we're going to load the lionesses into the back of the truck because it's going to be easier to just pulse syringe them through the bars rather than trying to dart in these night quarters. And then we're going to let all three of them just go down there, implant them in the vehicle. It'll be out here in the open, and then we can let them recover in the night quarters. Do you think you're going driving in the car? Eager beavers. Okay, so that was relatively easy. We loaded Ishka, Ika and Obi into the back of their walk vehicle. So what we'll do is we'll give them pieces of meat and keep their biting parts aside, and then you can just pick them off. So we're going to let Simon and Rafiki out, lock the doors, and then we're going to let them recover in the night pens. So why we're carrying the water out is because there's been known causes or cases whereby lions getting thirsty after anesthetic want to come and drink, and then they come and drink, fall in the water, can't get out, and then they drown. So she's still got a bit of movement, so leave her for a bit. We can start with her.
Thick skin.
Okay, just treating her dart wound with a bit of antibiotics, making sure that a bit of the needle and the barb is out. So it's as quick as that. Just I suppose the longest part of this whole thing is waiting for the lions to go down. Normally about 8 to 12 minutes, and then they're down. And then with the mixture of drugs that we're using here, half of them is reversible. So that's what we're administering now. And then, yeah, she should be up in a little while.
Okay, sleep well, my girl. See you just now.
I was just explaining to the volunteers and the staff about the effects of the contraceptive, the fact that it basically mimics GnRH, which is gonadotropin releasing hormone, which the brain releases and stimulates the pituitary gland normally to produce luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. But what this does, what the implant does, is it actually prohibits the production of those. And ultimately, to cut a long story short, it prevents the estrous cycle from happening, and therefore the pregnancy from taking place, or the follicle from forming with the egg and ultimately the fetus and ultimately the cub. Probably wondering why we're separating them into different night cubicles, and the reason for that is if one recovers quicker than the other. Lions are notoriously curious, and so what has happened and what can happen is they can start to dominate and bite and tuck into one another. They especially start to pick on the ones that are acting strange. So if one's recovered and one's starting to act all weird and all drunk, then they can sometimes pick on them, and that can result in obviously bites and damage and sometimes even death. It has been about 20 minutes or so. I see now Obi, Ika and Ishka are all up and about, and they are good to go, good to let out. So we're going to let them out, reunite them back with Siam and Rafiki. You can hear her moaning, shame. Okay, my girlie, we're coming now. I'm just going to unlatch this gate. We're going to go in there, and then we'll come out and see how they do. Okay. Oh. A little bit wobbly, but nevertheless up on her feet and good to go. Oh, I think Echo's a little bit more wobbly than I thought, but she's fine. She should be fine to go. Hello, my girl. Oh, hello, girl. Hello, big girl. Obviously, so the drugs are taking a little bit longer to wear off, and I think Echo actually had a slightly higher dose than did Ishka and Niobe. I'm going to go and let Niobe out. Oh, whoa. She's really good. Niobe, looking good. It has gone swimmingly well. It's not a major procedure, as you can see. It's quick in and out. You can get 3 implants done within the space of an hour, hour and a half. They're back on their feet, ready to be released back into the pride. So if you enjoyed that, please do share it with your friends. Go on the website, Twitter, Instagram, follow us there. But most importantly, come back to the YouTube channel LionWhispererTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.